Welcome to Mike Kooly Radio. Let's get it, cause we gon' get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. And like I always say, stay what? Stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters is gonna hate. And let them hate. That should motivate. All right? That should motivate you to keep going and keep going, because only God can see your vision. Only God can see where you're trying to go. The haters are going to try to suck you down and try to say, you can't do this, or, man, you don't have the money for this. How are you going to do this? Well, oh my goodness, you're getting trouble. Oh my God, you could be at your bottom. And they'll still try to find a way to keep you at your bottom instead of uplifting you and helping you up. That's where you come in and say, thank you, hater, so that can motivate you to uplift yourself, push yourself up and say, I can do this. I can go out here and do anything that I put my mind to, and they don't have to see your vision, because God sees your vision. And have God be your path and make the haters motivate. Download My Kooly Radio right now. That's right. Download My Kooly Radio right now so you can listen to me all the time. You can listen to all my segments all the time. Give me that good game and good content, because you know I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you that good game and content. So please follow me also on YouTube. That's right. Follow My Kooly Radio on YouTube. Just put Mike Kooly in, MikeKooly on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch Mike Kooly Radio on there. All right, more episodes will be coming up and up on YouTube, so please follow me on YouTube so you can listen to all the segments. Also, social media, Facebook, Instagram, to put my name in, MikeKooly. My name will pop up. Follow, subscribe, and so you can see what I'm doing in the industry. See me on the red carpets. See everything I'm out here doing and all the projects that I got going on. I got a lot going on with projects, and I'm going to let everybody know what's going on every different segments and things, so you guys can know what's going on. And hopefully you will come out and see me, and I would love to take a picture with you. I would love to sign autographs and do what I do, all right? I love to be out there with the fans that love to see me. And trust me, I be seeing a lot of you guys when I'm out there. You guys come up and approach me, and you guys say, hey, Mike Kooly, how you doing? I seen you on this, I seen you on that, or I heard about you on this and that. And you guys are very nice to come up and to introduce yourselves to me. And I am grateful that I'm able to take pictures with you. I'm grateful I'm able to interact with you and inspire you, because you guys inspire me. All right, when you guys come up and do that, because I'm still a person that's trying to build a big brand, and I think I'm doing okay job. And I thank you for you recognizing the job that I am doing. All right, now I want to talk about something. Now we're gonna talk about Diddy. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Diddy. Yeah, we're talking about Diddy, all right? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Diddy. Now, you know, they got these rumors that is he running the jails and everything. You know, there's a lot of little rumors going out there. These are allegations that, you know, Diddy is running the jails in there and stuff like that, trying to do third calls and all these type of things. That's what they're trying to say, that he's trying to make having other inmates using their phone calls and things. We all know everything is recorded. Let's start there first. Everything's recorded, so there's nothing he really can do, okay? Because they got everything recorded there. Now, they did go and raid his cell. That's what they're saying, that they raided his cell. That he had some documents that he wrote that he wanted to give to his team and stuff like that, because he's trying to get out of there. And they try to act like we want to take those things, and the judge won't allow it, which makes sense, because that's his private stuff. Whatever Diddy writes in his paperwork, that's his private journal. That's his book. And that should be for him, for his own privacies. We have to understand something. Even though Diddy is locked up and he's doing, and right now, he's still innocent until proven guilty. So we have to see what the courts present when it's time for the trial. All right? We have to wait and see because we don't know. Yeah, we heard about the baby oil and all that stuff. That's not a crime. Because he had thousands of baby oil does not mean that's a crime. Now, if there's some substance in the oil, baby oil, if there was something in it or something like that, that can get people to be doing the wrong things, which he must have some sex potion in the oil or something. I don't know. Unless you can tell me something like that, then that's, then they will present that into the court if the judge will allow it to be presented in the court. But right now, Diddy is innocent until proven guilty, all right? They're just locking him up to keep so that he don't mess with evidence for the DA to do their job to make sure that they can get what they can get done to go against him in court. So that's why they got him locked up, so he ain't out here frightened, trying to scare off the people of their witnesses and things that they're trying to get done to prove that they are right. I want you guys to listen to Stephen A. Smith. You know me, how I love Stephen A. Smith and in the way that he articulates everything. When I got into talking and podcasting and just got into the world of just talking and just being a broadcaster, just being in this industry with that stuff, Stephen A. Smith was somebody that I admire and somebody that I liked a lot. Shannon Sharp is another one that I like, of course. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. But Stephen A. Smith is somebody that really be knowing what he's talking about, made a good name for himself, came from the bottom and worked his way up for so many years, and he deserves every buck that he gets. He deserves everything that he has. And hopefully I can have what he has and build myself like him. So, even though I do have a lot, I would like to have what he has. And I have to work hard to get there. But I want you to listen to Stephen A. Smith and everything, and I will come back to you.
I felt obliged to begin with the latest on showing Diddy Combs currently sitting in jail awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges. P. Diddy Combs and his legal team scored a victory yesterday when the judge overseeing the case said prosecutors are not allowed to use jailhouse notes taken during a raid of his cell. Combs reportedly had 19 pages of handwritten notes for his team, and the judge ruled those notes are subject to attorney-client privilege. Combs' legal team scored another legal victory yesterday when the judge ruled the music mogul can appear in court without shackles around his legs. By the way, Combs has another bail hearing set for this Friday. I think when we see something like that, ladies and gentlemen, it just gives us an indication that you can't rule anything out. He's showing P. Diddy Combs. He's worth over $500 million. Obviously, he can afford the best lawyers, the best legal minds available to him. And when you look at something like this, albeit minute in the eyes of some, he's still in jail. Okay, he doesn't appear to be getting out before April or May, something along those lines. And when you see something like this, you're like, what's the big deal? So what? He won the case. Well, take this into consideration. If you have law enforcement officials and prosecutors raiding your jail cell to take your private notes because they believe somehow, some way you're making a concerted effort to influence potential witnesses against you, all right? And the judge rules that not admissible, and they're not able to use that kind of stuff against you. That's very, very beneficial. Everybody else has to show up in court essentially with shackles on, but he doesn't. Now, some people would sit up there and say, okay, again, that's not a big victory, but image and perception does matter, even in the court of law. Why? Because there's jurors involved. And when you roll up in there looking like a prisoner, that hurts. He still won. Perception doesn't escape reality, but sometimes in the minds of a few, it potentially can. And every time you hear something about P. Diddy, all right, and you hear about his denials, and then you see him win one little victory after another, it does beg the question, how much winning is he literally capable of doing against the Southern District of New York and beyond in terms of the cases that are being to see how many small victories is he going to accumulate in an effort to ultimately get himself out of jail. Yes, he's in prison right now. He's in jail right now. Okay, right there in Brooklyn, New York. He doesn't appear to be getting out anytime soon. There is going to be a trial that's taking place this spring. We know all of that. But anytime you got situations where evidence is considered non-admissible and the prosecution can't use it against you, that makes it harder for you to accumulate the level of evidence to get at him about. We heard about the sex trafficking. We saw the video, the damning video where he was beating up his former girlfriend, Cassie. We saw all of that. But in the end, when he's sitting there, he's talking to everybody, bringing up 1,000 bottles of baby oil and, videotapes of, and freak-offs and all of this stuff. Keep in mind, P. Diddy, no one heard him say, excuse me, I'm innocent, it never happened, to the courts. What they're saying is that it was consensual amongst adults. And because of that, as his lawyers intimated when I was watching them on programs like News Nation or CNN or what have you, what did you hear them say? You might find his behavior reprehensible. You might find it disgusting. You might find it a lot of things. The word we're concerned about is whether or not it was legal. And if it was legal, meaning consensual, non-forced, then all of a sudden it gives you a reason to believe there's a possibility he could get off. Now, I'm not casting aspersions or any kind of judgment on anything involving P. Diddy outside of that video. That video, that's evidence. We all saw that. And there's a discussion to be had about the statute of limitation on such a violent act against another human being, particularly a defenseless woman who happened to be his girlfriend. That is non-debatable. We saw what we saw. Everything else, speculative. They got their case. He'll have an opportunity through his defense lawyers to present his, at which time we'll be able to judge. A lot of times we're sitting back and we're assuming because somebody's in jail, they're automatically guilty, even before the trial took place. Diddy is saying something else. He's saying, hell no, he's not going out like that. He's not guilty. And when we see stuff like this happening, what other small victories will his defense team accumulate? That begs a legitimate question that I just asked. It is important to point out.
All right, you heard that. That's Stephen A. Smith. Make sure you follow the Stephen A. Smith Show, his podcasting. Just type his name in and he'll pop up. So make sure you follow Stephen A. Smith Show, all right? Stephen A. Smith Show. He always putting up good game, giving people knowledge and stuff. So please follow. My opinion on that is the same. We'll see what happens. A lot of people ask me about it, and I haven't really mentioned anything about Diddy like that because I have to wait and see what they presented in court. Everything else is court time now. It's court time, and it's time for him and his defense team. They're getting together. The DA's getting their things together, and all I can do is wait until these evidence start popping up into these courts that what they have, and of course they're going to let us know. Then I can go into detail and break down, is he in trouble? Is he not? Can he win his case? And can Diddy get out? And stuff. So until then, there's nothing really I can say, but stay tuned. It's going to get interesting. This is Mike Kooly Radio. Let's get it, because I'm going to get it in, and I'm out. God bless. And stay away from them haters.